Hello, I'm Jamie Karamanica, and I'm the tech lead on the Nike development team here at Disco, and we're responsible for redacting in the Excel native viewer. One of the challenges that we have in the industry is that Excel files are a lot more complicated than the casual user would think. They've been using Excel for decades, and Google Sheets and Office 365 for years. But we know that for the legal teams and attorneys that reviewing Excel files is a lot more complicated and difficult, especially for e-discovery. Most e-discovery platforms don't provide the seamless and intuitive way to review Excel files. Disco's approach was first we created a read-only native viewer for Excel files. This allowed the user to have this Excel-like experience when reviewing these types of files. We tried to find a third-party component that we could use, but couldn't find one that exactly matched. So we took one and highly customized it to create the Excel native viewer that is now part of the Disco review platform. Our users have loved it. That's only half of what we needed though. Next, we focused on adding the ability to redact Excels in Disco's native Excel viewer. Were there challenges? Absolutely. Being able to provide this performant, intuitive way to redact Excels just added that much more complexity. One area, which is vital when thinking about Disco, is performance. It's always about performance here. We're now adding the ability for users to add dozens of redactions, whether it's on one worksheet, or maybe it's on each worksheet and there's 100 of them in one file. Well, this can't impact doc load performance. The document has to load as fast as it always has. Also, there's another metric that's used as frame rate, or frames per second, to make sure that the web page is responsive. It can't feel sluggish or slow at all, no matter how many redactions are on the page as the user scrolls through the worksheet. Since the redactions are artificial layers on top of the Excel file in our native file viewer, we spent a lot of time designing and user testing how it looked, how it felt. For example, if you have multiple redactions and they overlap, what's the logic in being able to handle this and interact with them? Or another example is, say you redact an entire column or a row. As you scroll through the worksheet, how are you able to interact with that? How does it look? How does it feel? Once the review is done, the users want to produce the Excel files. Of course. In this MVP, we're allowing users to produce the image of the natively redacted Excel files, which brought up its own engineering difficulties. For example, a small example, but it's still true, is that say you were redacting that column or that row, and that worksheet was going to be on multiple pages. We needed to ensure that not only did you get the redaction reason on each page, but it was in the correct location, the top left of that redaction on each page, so that it was accurate and correct. These examples show the extreme care and diligence that our designers and developers in the Disco product development teams take to ensure that our users, our attorneys, and especially our reviewers can quickly, efficiently, and accurately review Excel files.